You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Trump's legal fate hangs on man he thinks will say anything to please him. A biographer, based on an article by Matthew Chapman. Boris Epshteyn and the private government of Trump, a lawyer without an office, but with power. Michael Wolff's account centers on Boris Epshteyn, the former Sinclair commentator and onetime lawyer whose official status matters less than his access. He has no real public title in Trump's administration, yet Wolff says he shapes Trump's legal future, works through Trump's grievances, and stays embedded in the machinery around the Justice Department and federal prosecutors. The real decision-maker is not the title holder. The story's power structure is plain. Trump holds the office, but Epshteyn appears to function as a shadow operator around it. Wolff describes him as the man who administers the Trump ethos, with Todd Blanche rising from Epshteyn's orbit into control of Trump's Justice Department. That is not bureaucratic coincidence. It is a patronage chain built around loyalty, not competence, and it places personal allegiance above any public line of authority. The point is not confusion, it is design. The weak framing would be to treat this as a bizarre inner-circle personality story. It is more exact to call it a system of deliberate concealment. Epshteyn is said to have a limited formal legal practice, a background in political operation, and questionable investment activity, and involvement with Russian investments. Yet he remains central because he is useful. He will say what Trump once said, manage the legal and political fallout, and operate where formal accountability gets blurred. Litigation as intimidation, not disagreement. The source also places this in the context of Melania Trump's defamation threat against Wolff over comments linking her to Jeffrey Epstein. That matters because it shows the same tactic at work on another front: legal pressure used to suppress speech and narrow the range of public challenge. Whether through lawsuits, prosecutors, or loyal attorneys, the method is the same. The powerful do not answer criticism, they try to exhaust it. What this reveals about the Trump system. Wolff's picture is not of a normal legal team with a few aggressive personalities. It is a political structure in which Trump's resentments are translated into legal and institutional action by people whose main credential is obedience. Epshteyn's position, however unofficial, shows how authoritarian ecosystems function inside a democratic shell. Titles become camouflage, personal loyalty becomes governance, and legal institutions get repurposed as instruments of private revenge. The larger pattern. This is the recurring pattern in Trump world politics. Formal office is only the stage set. Real power sits with the enablers who convert grievance into action and cover into consequence. Epshteyn is not notable because he is obscure. He is notable because he is exactly the kind of intermediary this system rewards: unaccountable, indispensable, and happy to turn state power into personal service. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Raw Story for today's article, with the automated voice of Bryce. Thanks for listening.